Welcome back, everyone who is watching this video. Today I was thinking about talking about friends and friendships. Different kinds of friendships that I've had in my life. Some for the better and some for the worse. And let's just begin with it. The main point of what I wanted to talk about today was, is it better to have a lot of kind of low quality friends, or speaking in quality is kind of harsh, but low quality or high quality friends is what I want to talk about today. So I'm gonna start off with telling you about me and how I have experienced my friendship through my life. Let's begin with the younger me. Back in the day when I was around maybe 8 to 10 years old, I tried to be like the funny kid, the one who was all over the place in the classroom and who was disturbing the class all of the time. And for me, I did that because I had a sense of I didn't want to be lonely. So I tried to get as much attention from everyone as I could to feel that I had friends. Like if the teacher would ask a question, I would maybe often, because I also at the time was quite shy, I wouldn't answer, but if I answer, I would probably do like a stupid answer. One that could make other people laugh, or at least get their attention in some way. And for other instances, there was like, I would sometimes jump off of my chair and like crawl around on the floor just to get everyone's attention. And other stuff, like just being very outward when I'm not even a very outward person in general. I'm kind of more to myself, I would say. I am more of an introvert than I am an extrovert. And when looking back on myself when I was doing these things just to get a lot of attention, that I, when I was younger, made a connection that was, if people have their attention on me and maybe like talk to me once or twice because with the things I do make them want to approach me, I thought that was having friends, people like acknowledging my existence and talking to me. And don't get me wrong, like I had friends, but I was not satisfied with having like the like one or two people who I could call my real friends. I was not satisfied with it because I wanted the attention or friendship of a lot of other people that weren't like, the normal friends I had. And that backfired on me when I'm looking back at it, because I know now that I wasn't as happy as I could have been, because I was so fixated on like getting the friendships of other people. compared to how I am now in the later time of my age. I'm still young, but my teenage years, if I would say, from like 8th grade here in Sweden and upwards, I was more trying to have friendships of people more on a personal level, that I would try to get to know them a lot better, and open up about myself and how I am feeling. And I didn't do that to a lot of people at all. To this day, it is only 3 people besides like my parents that I have opened up to in deep. And that is my best friend, my other best friend, and my currently fiance. And that's what I wanted to get into as the main like topic and reflectionary piece of this episode today. And while I'm doing that, getting into the more how I have changed and how I would like to share with you about how I have changed, so that maybe if you're struggling with something like this, being like the clown of the class and feeling that you need to get everyone's attention, I want you to listen to this so that you can understand what I've gone through, or if you can maybe see yourself in what I'm about to say. But today, I'm not drinking a whiskey. I know I said that I would be drinking whiskeys, but today I have a beer. This beer right here is a Monk beer. It's a La Trappe, a Trappist beer, and this one is a blonde. It is, I think, 6.5% alcohol. And as I said about the whiskeys, I'm not in any way a professional in beers either, but I like drinking them. So I'm pouring myself a glass of this one right here. So let's begin. When, as I said, I was younger, I tried to get the attention of a lot of people, and I wanted to be out there, and I wanted everyone to know who I am without really knowing who I am. I just wanted them to know, like, the name, Rasmus Larsson. But in the later years, I've found it quite more enjoyable to have fewer people. Now my dog is walking in here, so you can probably hear her tiny claws clawing around on the ground. But now in the later years, I've found it more enjoyable to have fewer people who I call friends, who I truly call friends. I have maybe about 5 people who I have frequent contact with. And I don't really want any more than that. Because I found that having people who know me on a deeper level and who actually care about me and care about my well-being is a lot more fulfilling, and it gives me a lot of happiness. Having people that I know that I can trust, and that I know that if I have something going down in my life, they will be there for me. Because when I was young and I had these friends, they didn't really care about me or how I was feeling or things going on in my life. Because when I was young, I struggled a lot actually with ADHD, and frankly, I didn't like myself a lot because other people thought I had a picture that other people did find me quite annoying, because I was quite annoying as a child. I had a very low impulse control, and I did act out very rashly all of the time. And this people didn't understand me because they didn't know me. They didn't know why I was doing this. They knew I had ADHD, but for a lot of people that doesn't really tell them a lot. Well, fast forward now to this age where I have my friends who I love a lot. I feel like they understand if I'm acting out like rashly, or if I'm very extreme or very high on the activity scale. They know why, because they know who I am, and they won't judge me for it, because, as I said, they know who I am and they know why I'm doing it. And that gives me I don't know how to describe it, but I feel like everything is under control, and I don't have to worry for the future, because I know my friends will stay with me. And the extreme quality, the high quality of the friends I have right now makes me feel like my life is almost complete, because I can't imagine living a better life than I am right now with my friends. That's a good bear. That's a very good bear. As I was saying. So the thing I want, because also I'm not really out there looking to having a sack over my shoulder and gathering in all of the friends I can see. Right now I'm fine with the friends I have, but during the last year or so, having only one of my friends. I have one friend who is the best friend I've ever had in my life. I will try to get him on a podcast. I call this a podcast because it feels like a podcast to me, but I will try to get him on a episode sometime. But having that one friend has brought into my life so many more friends without me even having to try or to exert my own struggle with gathering friends. Only having this one super high quality friend have given me so many more friends. And even to go as far as this one friend has given me my current fiance, because without him I wouldn't have gone into the friendship circle that I was in, that made it possible for me to meet my current fiance. So this person has the deepest and truest of loves that I can give to a person. And you probably know who you are if you're watching this. And I would just want to say thank you so much for everything that you have done to me. For me, not to me. And yeah, I want all of you guys that are watching this video to think like I had to think. Is it really worth it to struggle so much with trying to be a person that you aren't, and to trying to get this attention from people that you don't really need? Instead, just go and find that one or two people in your life that you can relate to, that you can open up to, that you have fun with, that you trust. And just go from there, because if they are such high quality people as you think they are, they will probably they will probably lead more high quality people into your own life from their life, and then so on. This has been a lot of rambling about friends, but friends are so important. They are one of, if not the most important thing a person could have in their life. And even for people out there who like to be alone, I want to say to you that you should try to find, not go out and literally announce yourself to the world and be very eccentric or stand out. Just be yourself, but don't push away people who try to get into your life, but because people who want to know you without you having to do anything, those for me are the people who will actually stay as your friends when you open up to them, because they wanted to know how you are like when you open up to them. And if you instead have this shell that you show to everyone just because it is a funny thing or it gets a lot of attention, when you then open up truly to those people, for me, in my experience, they've left later on in my life. This video is a total mess in the continuity of, or the order of everything, but this has been me rambling on about friendships or different kinds of friends. And I've tried to share my opinion on what kinds of friends I want people to have. I want to have, and I think that you all should have. Because when I see people going around, I have seen people who try to act out as clowns or such just to get attention, just to see them smile when they get the attention, and as soon as everybody looks away, I see them going back to the kid who really doesn't have any friends, because everything he does is just to get attention and not to actually have people who know him. So yeah, I think that will probably be it for this rambling session. I'm gonna go drink my beer now and edit this video. And for you who are watching, if you have any kind of topic, really, anything you want me to share my experiences with you, so that you maybe can think more about your life or how you are feeling or what you're experiencing, leave a comment down below, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.